It's very tough to find a line going forward between the mobile ecosystem and the general internet or packet ecosystem. Mobile subscribers are so reliant on content over the internet, for example, and content that are provided by the actual operators themselves, that the lines are getting very blurry between mobility and the ability to do social networking and different kinds of applications that are not necessarily part of a mobile telephony service, if you like. The lines are getting blurry between mobility and even wireline and wireless services compared to the actual over-the-top services, if you like, and content that's available over the open internet. It's going to be very difficult in the future to tell the difference between a mobile application or an application that may run on your wireline service, for example. So a lot of the operators are doing a lot of work today in building their 4G network architecture. As we discussed earlier, a lot of those network elements have the capabilities that are going to be needed to properly manage the packets in the network. There are possibly some business challenges that have to be met. There's I think a struggle going on in the industry today about how some of these services are going to be monetized long term between the over-the-top applications that are not necessarily provided by mobile network operators and some that are. So I think that some of the challenges may be as much business oriented as they are technically oriented. Technical work that's going on today is going to probably provide a lot of the capabilities needed in the future to handle this from a technical perspective. But I think business models are going to have to be possibly changed and taken a fresh look at going forward. They're already taking those steps, and they're looking at evolving business models, different types of charging principles for how they're going to monetize different services for their services, looking at different data plans, different tiers of services. I think that there's a long way to go, but they're taking the steps today to be ready for the new world in a fully converged mobile ecosystem with a entrenched internet ecosystem that's all going to blur together very quickly.